What's up, guys? We're here from Ghostly Snails with the Yu-Gi-Oh! Day winner. What are you playing, boy?
Oh shit, we're actually going.
Yeah.
I played Infernoid today. I went top 8. Not the winner, but I was close.
What was your record?
I was 3-2. Because though I played both undefeated, I played the last two, so like first and second place I played. And then I lost to both undefeated, and then I won the rest of my matches. And I was playing Infernoids.
Yeah, there we go.
There we go. I'm sorry.
I was like, should I say it?
I'm a little tired, just in case. Yes, I did win. I did top 8.
Yeah,
so
look at that, baby.
I did this, and then I pulled a Pot of Desires out of my OTS pack, so I plussed all the way. But I played Infernoids. This isn't a complete version, but this is just the deck I was going to play at the time, and then I didn't get to. This is the exact cards that I played during the tournament, because we had the mouse pad, so I took out most of my extra deck just to play this, just to try and get the mouse pad. I was one off from getting the mouse pad, and I was very pissed off, but you know what? It is what it is. I tried my hardest. I almost got everything, at least a good amount of stuff. Shout outs to Nick Chan for winning. He did actually, him and me actually talked about deck list and stuff like that before. And shout out to Logan Adams. He also helped me try to get used to playing this deck and learn what I should take out, keep in, keep out. So this is just a deck list for what I played.
Okay. Let's get it.
The first card, we play the 3 Decatrons. Literally the heart and soul of the whole deck. Fucking Christ. 3 Decatron. Because he's Decatron, Foolish Burial, everything you want in him. He's good. You always gotta play 3. He's just that's the only thing you can really do. We played the 2 Anukus and the 2 Deviatis. So I just run the 2 because I don't want to see them 24/7, and I also want to drop them for the Decatron, so I don't ever really want to see them go down. In my and then if you draw into them, they become very problematic. So, one adult, one of the 8, one of the 7.
The cards we can't pronounce.
Some people play the 2 of the one that swings twice. I believe that's him. Or am I stupid? No, I'm right. The level 8 swings twice after he destroys a monster. But the thing about it is that I just don't I don't know, I just don't have the cards. Like I said, this isn't even finished, but I just have these for now, so I had to make it work. But I ended up playing a game where I went summon, and then had Decode Talker on field, killed their Link monster, swung again with the doll, swung with him, banished their field spell, killed them with Decode. So I just had a few good games like doing that and just winning, pretty much. But that's just what I played. The 1 Sajet, because I don't believe in playing anymore. You only need the 1 of. I don't know who you are if you're playing 2. The 1 terrible one, I never saw him at any point in the game, nor needed him. Literally half the time he was sided out. The other half, I just had no reason to side him out. He's only there for extra Infernoid games. 2 Patrulia. This is the GOAT for the day. Because basically I would bait out a lot of their fucking negates by saying, alright, cool, you need that face down, pop it, and then they will have to either effect veiler it or effect veiler it or not.
There you go.
Or they would have some negates for him, but he was just a GOAT baiting everybody out, and also just that extra pressure. Double Hammerdick, Harmadick. He's also a GOAT too, but he just didn't come up as much as I wanted him to. But he did bait out a few cards. He baited out the effect veiler when I didn't want him to. I brought him back and still killed the monster, so it was fun. My favorite Infernoid out of all of them, Antra, he puts cards back in hand, and he's a defensive type. He's a defensive one, where he has 0 attack, 2,000 defense, and just most of the cards destroy. And when you have a problematic monster that says I can't be destroyed, you just send them back to hand. I had a game where this guy said I can't destroy him. I had no outs, and I drew into the Antra and then sent it back into his extra deck and said, yeah, yee, give me your ankles. But he just helps out the deck a lot, and I only have to banish one, so I'll basically be banishing a Decatron or a Patrollier for him, or if I really need to, a Deviati or something. For the spells, we run the triple Void Banishment, the nuts of the deck. Basically, you get to, it searches your Void Beast or Imagination, or if your opponent negates it, when they swing on your monster, you banish both their boss monster and the monster they killed, so they lose out too. It's just the best searcher. It's like basically your Rhoda and you're out to mostly anything. And I had a game where literally I ended up drawing 3 of the banishment. He negated the first one. I played the second one and the third one and double Void Feast for game. So it was just worth playing and having fun. Triple Imagination. I have mixed feelings about this. I like playing it for the level reduction. I don't like diffusing into it because I never have a game where I desperately need to fuse into it. But I've only had one part where I went Tiara and win. But even then, he negated the Tiara. And it was just basically a good way to say, alright, I need more monsters in grave. It is a good card. I just always end up siding out one. Just because I don't want to see it as much for most of my my games. That's just how I personally feel. And the same for this card. Triple Monster Gate. I don't know why I have it at 3. I should play it at 2. Not my funniest. But I've almost literally, I almost did a dumb today where I looked my opponent in the face and almost monster gated my last Decatron to kill myself per game. But I looked into my grave before I played it and I said, alright, cool. This also came in handy when I just dead drew it and then sent it for the banishment. But I always end up siding out one of these and one of the Imaginations just because I have no use for it in this deck. And after that is pretty much like it pretty much becomes a dead draw and you want to avoid dead draws as much as possible in here. Double Layer of Darkness because I don't have the fucking third one. And also because I'm a broke boy. But the 2 is good. In the main deck, like I said, I played this not to be serious, but at the same time, I wanted to be serious, so I played Infernoid because I went for the main deck. I've literally had a game where I played Lair, and then it was GG from there because their boss monster, I attributed it to negate the boss monster. It was fucking hilarious. One Extravagance. I need a second one because I just need it. But in here, it came in clutch a bunch, and I drew into all my combo pieces with it, and I just didn't get affected. But I need the second one, and to replace the second one, I run Upstart Goblin because you don't need to worry about the extra 1,000. It's a free draw, so what are you really gonna complain about? Even if it's not 2, you still win out more with the Upstart because what are they gonna do with those life points if you negate everything and give them that extra turn? You're either gonna win with the negate free draw or not. For the rest of the one-ofs, 1 Mind Control, 1 Reasoning, just another way to get out the Decatron without having to like tribute anything. 1 1-for-1, and a Dark Hole. I've outed Mystic Mind with Dark Hole because I had someone play set rotation on me, say Mystic Mind and Dragonic Diagram. I Dark Hold and did the end of turn and let them watch me just bypass their fucking Mystic Mind. For the traps. Oh yeah, by the way, this is not a first or second turn deck. This is purely just me being as dumb as I wanted to be with this deck because I have not finished it. And that's going to explain my traps because all of you will probably be, well, going first or going second, but this is just how I saw the deck and I just don't like having I like having options, and I like having the ability to stop my opponent at any given point. So even if I go first or second, because most people in my locals know what I play, but that's just my thing. But back to the thing, we run the 3 Void Feast because we're a baller, and we always want to go first half the time, and then the other half we go second. We just go baller. So, but triple Void Feast, you basically play 2. You mainly want to go into 2 and just draw into 1. It doesn't hurt to double Void Feast someone. You basically GG after that. And double evenly match. This is why I say that, because there are times where in the beginning of the game I would have them going first and I would just evenly match them just because I have it in the main deck. And also I had nothing else to actually add into the deck. I don't have the third one, so I want to make these count. They're a very good card, and it helped me out of a lot of situations. And then after that, even if they negate it, you have you still bait them out with the negations. And most people usually don't have answers to them. So that's my main deck. I'm gonna go on to the extra deck because this explains why. I'm gonna go with the main cards that I played. The thing about this is that I played for the mouse pad. I didn't play to actually play, so I took out my extra deck and added a bunch of crap from the set into my extra deck. So I basically have been running around.
The Mystic Fighters set, right?
Yeah, the Mystic Fighter set. I added, because they didn't talk about reprints or anything, so I was just like, alright, whatever. And if it's extravagance, what do I lose? And there's only one real monster I really go for. Because I usually don't imagination for the tiara, I imagination for the levels. So that was basically the thought process behind it. But in the one Decode Talker, because you always want to negate the ones that certainly pop, and also he's also helps with OTKs. Not OTKs, FTKs. He helps with killing your opponent. That's all you need to know. He goes 33 for half the time. Doolittle Chimera. This has helped me out of a few situations where I saw 3000 beat stick and my Deviati was there, and then I played her and I was like, okay, Deviati at 30 in the 3000's over. Let's get it. One Link Karibo in case they ash the fucking Decatron. For the fusion monsters, and then I only played for 2 other fusion monsters. Because I just wanted the mouse pad, I didn't think I'd win. I thought I was going to lose 100% of the time. So I didn't think about it. So we played the one Nintis just for the extra pop effect if we get off the tiara by any chance. And 1 tiara. Because we want to pop up as much as possible. And to be fair, I only have the 1. And I only want the ults. The rest of this is used literally for the mat, but if you want to copy this but this was just hilarious. And I was so close to the idea, I wanted to sign in Super Polys because 2 people were playing Dragon Maids. So I played 3 of the House Dragon Maid. And that was the only other fusion I played. I played 2 of for EXCs, I played 2 of the Eld Entity. 3 of the True Kings from the new set.
Well, reprints, new.
Reprint, but they still counted, so.
Yeah.
And the double Flame Sigma.
Yeah.
These, like I said, I don't think you should ever play this. But if I almost synced into him, though. I almost synced into him once. Just once. Because I needed to get levels off the field, and I can manipulate levels however I want for the most part. So I was going to be like, alright, cool, sync for that with the Decatron. So that was just that. But in the main, I don't run this in the main deck, I promise. It's just that this was only because I wanted the
playmat.
Yeah, no, the playmat was for that, but the
Field Center?
The mouse pad, they said for the mouse pad you had to play 10 cards from the new set. So I said, alright, cool. House made, easy. And there was only like 1 person who played Dragon Maids, and they beat Glad Beast in that. And I was like, alright. So I was like, fuck it, Housemaid. Then I played the Ultra Entity for just having it. Basically, my thought process with this was, I'm gonna lose no matter what, so might as well make my extravagance free, basically. Because no one has popped my tiara, and if you did, you would have won, but no one could. Because they wouldn't guess which one would be the tiara. So they would send 6, I get a free, I basically free plus with no backdraw. There was only one time where someone took away my Link Kariba, but at that point I already won. Because I had the hand. Because I already opened double Void Feast. So I ended up playing Banishment, discard Void Feast, search Void Feast, set it, and still double Void Feast. For the side deck, this is also where the most of my collections came in. 1 Artifact Scythe, only because I had a lot of people playing Twin Twisters, and I played a lot of, I guess, like, one Pendulum player, and he was good at Twin Twister. I went into Scythe, but I said, alright, cool, you can't pen summon now. This is because I don't have the other 2 Gammas. I'm a broke boy, so I don't have the other 2 Gammas, so they're just in the side in case I ever get them. Double Effect Veiler, I never really played it. I only got it once off against Orcus because fuck Dig Girsu. Most of the clutch, triple Drool and Lock. Against Thunder matchups, this comes in plus, especially Danger Thunder. Because they'll say, alright, cool, add. Thanks, Drool and Lock, you can't do nothing. One Amorphid Sloth, because of Orcus. And it was so fucking, and Orcus basically is just like my worst matchup half the time. So Sloth just free tribute, summon, be first turn, and just don't care. That's if you open hand it, but I did. 1 Cosmic Cyclone because I only run 1 because I don't run the other one of Twin Twisters. Double Twin Twister, because Twin Twister and I hate pens. Double Cold Bite, I was running 3, but I took it out for the Sloth. So, that's what happened. 1 Red Reboot because I thought I was gonna see Altergeist. I ended up taking the second one out, and I added another card. I did get to find the second one, so I just have the 1 now. And Soul Drain. I had a game. This came in clutch in my first round because I ended on a board with Soul Drain and Sloth on my field. So my opponent was playing Orcus. I first turn set this, Banishment and Beast, summoned the Sloth, and my opponent basically had to scoop because they could not beat over that with the 1 Decatron that would negate anything they play. So that was basically that. That's the deck list. The thing about this is don't take this deck list seriously. I just topped only because like I got lucky enough to open up the nuts or anything like great. But I wouldn't recommend playing this professionally or in any sort of way. But it just ended up working out. My only problem is that I lost to Sala. You brick very stupidly, especially if you are going for certain plays. But the deck has worked very well for me. I need to get a second extravagance, and I need to get because I don't want to run the 3. I don't think you should ever run 3 because you can have 2 extravagance, 1 upstart, and then the upstart's more free than the extravagance can really be, because when they pop the tiaras, or by the off chance that they pop the tiaras, you lose out more. So I'm pretty sure running 2 would be the best fit for me. Other than that, just don't take this seriously. It wasn't a serious build. It's not like I didn't get to finish anything. But there will be, if I ever finish this deck, there will be an update deck profile for this, where it's going to be the legit Infernoid engine. That, and also I need to play around more. We're also currently at Ghostly Snails. We're also currently trying to get to you guys deck profile. We're only missing a few things. We'll have a deck profile out sooner or later. I don't know how or why, but we'll get it done. And what we're also planning to do is having more stuff upload for you guys more. Thank you all for the subscribers that we now have, because without you guys, we wouldn't give a shit about this channel.
We got like a bunch in like a day.
But that's my Infernoids, and I basically trolled everybody. I don't know why I won. Don't ever. This is just the deck list I played. The extra deck was completely just out of rush. And plus, to be honest, I had a lot of fun. The Yu-Gi-Oh! Day, this is what the time of place where a lot of people that I haven't even seen in the shop that I go to normally just go. And it just brought everyone together. So in the way that this works, brings everybody together as a community. So go to your card shop, support your card shops, and go to your Yu-Gi-Oh! Days. Because it's not even about the field centers or anything. It's just about having the fun, because I ended up having fun too, and I actually like the game as it progresses. So please, if you want to see more from us, please subscribe, comment, let us know. Do you have any constructive criticism? But at the end of the day, it is what it is. I'm Crow. We're signing out. This is Ghost of Snails.